What's going on, guys? My name is Jackson Summers, and in this video I'm going to be talking about is General Electric a buy, and I'm going to be giving my General Electric stock analysis for 2020. So if you're interested in that, please keep watching. Now, before anything, I would like to say I am not a financial advisor. I'm not telling you how to invest or trade. All I'm doing is sharing my opinions and experiences with you guys, as I have found some success with trading and investing in stocks in the last 3 years. If you enjoyed this video, please smash the like button, as it really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. Also, subscribe to the channel and turn on those post notifications so you never miss an upload. Alright, let's get right into this. Currently, General Electric is priced at $7.25 a share. Its market cap is $63.4 billion, so it's definitely not a small company. Now, as you guys probably know, I'll be covering the technicals and fundamentals in this video. So if you don't know what General Electric Company is, it's a global digital industrial company. The company's products and services range from aircraft engines, power generation, and oil and gas production equipment to medical imaging, financing, and industrial products. So moving on to the technicals, General Electric stock is up 4.3% today. We're currently trading above the Ishimoku Cloud average, also trading above the 50-day moving average, which is fairly bullish. However, we could see a crossover at any time, as we have failed to move above the 200-day moving average, which would obviously be a much more bullish sign. Additionally, we have lots of resistance ahead of us around the $10 to $13 levels we were trading at before the stock market crash in February and March. And in less than a month, we fell over 50%, which is absolutely insane. And since then, we have bounced back about 33%, which is great. However, it's not as significant as some of the other companies out there, and the heavy resistance above us is going to make it very difficult for the stock to get back to those levels. So on the daily time frame, it doesn't look amazing. However, it also doesn't look too bad, right? We do have lots of support beneath us. I actually see it more likely that we test that support before testing the highs of $10 to $13. But I definitely think we will have another go at that 200-day moving average, and hopefully we can break above and close above that level, as that would really help set us up for a short-term bull trend. Now, if we manage to break above the resistance around $13 and close above it and continue moving higher, that would actually be a clear sign of a long-term bull trend. For this to happen, I think the economy and overall stock market has to continue to get better, which will help drive up the price of stocks like General Electric. On the weekly time frame, we are looking quite bearish. We're making lower lows and lower highs. However, we did cross the 9 exponential moving average, which is bullish, but it has not been confirmed by a MACD cross, so it could potentially be a fake out. Obviously, I hope we can continue to move higher and break past the Ishimoku Cloud average, which would be very bullish, especially if the MACD were to cross as well. Then I could easily see us testing that resistance and hopefully closing above it. So to conclude, I don't think the technicals are looking all that great. There's obviously many points of resistance ahead of us. For example, the 200-day moving average and the high of $13 made back in February. This stock has actually been in a bear market since 2016, so it's going to take a lot of volume and price action to reverse this trend. Now, moving on to the fundamentals, which I think are very important, especially if you're investing for the future. As you guys probably know, I like to trade stocks and take advantage of the short-term movements. However, I also like to invest, right? And that's why I always look at the fundamentals. So looking at General Electric, we can see that those sales have been on the decline since 2016. They had about $119 billion in sales in 2016 and $7.5 billion in net income. And then in 2019, they only had $95 billion in sales, and they actually lost $5 billion, right? So they actually have not been profitable since 2016, which is not good to see, and is definitely not something you want to see as an investor. Personally, when I invest in companies, I make sure they're actually making money, right? Bringing in profit and increasing their profit margins year after year. Of course, companies can have a few bad years. However, it's about how they get back up and solve those problems so they can be profitable in the future like they once were. Now, looking at their earnings reports, they're actually not too bad. They met their goals throughout 2019. However, quarter one of 2020, they missed their earnings per share goal by 3 cents, so really not too bad. However, many people predict quarter two to be much worse. In my opinion, if things continue to get better with this global illness and businesses start to reopen, which means more people will be buying products, which will help increase General Electric sales and hopefully profits. Now, moving on to my favorite fundamental indicator, and probably the most important in my opinion, and that is assets and liabilities. the current total assets for 2019 were $266 billion, and their assets have actually been declining year after year, which is definitely not good and is the key sign of a financially unstable company. Now, if we look at their liabilities, they were $236 billion in 2019. However, the liabilities have actually been declining year after year, which is good, but their assets are also declining at a faster pace, which means eventually the two will meet. And when their assets fall below the liabilities, that is a very bearish sign and is actually what causes many businesses to go out of business. So hopefully that does not happen and they can get this under control, but I honestly do see this happening eventually. This does not mean that the company will immediately go out of business as soon as this happens. However, they need to get this under control, as many companies have actually bounced back from this and became even more successful than they once were. So I really hope that's the case with General Electric Company. However, as of now, I will not be investing for the future based off the current fundamentals, such as revenue, net income, assets, and liabilities. Perhaps in the future, if they solve some of the major problems they have with their operations, then maybe I would invest. But with what's going on right now, I definitely won't be. I would like to know what you guys think of General Electric as a long-term investment, because I'm sure many of you love this company and see potential for future growth. Now, this does not mean I won't be trading this stock, as I really don't focus on the fundamentals when I'm day trading or swing trading. So if an opportunity arises to make money off a trade, which I really don't see happening until we get some confirmation off a 200-day moving average cross and close, or a major resistance cross like the $13 level. Also guys, if we were to cross and close above the $13 high made back in February, then I would see that as being a long-term bullish sign that could potentially be a good time to buy for the future. And that's purely based off technicals. Now, normally I don't like using technicals for long-term analysis. However, with major points of resistance and support, I don't see it as being as much of a problem. However, guys, we have to remember, as traders and investors, we need to understand that nobody knows what's going to happen in the future. No matter how good you are at technical analysis, fundamental analysis, whatever it is, nobody can be 100% sure. Of course, you could be right some of the time or even a lot of the time with a good trading or investing algorithm, but in the end, it's truly all about discipline and risk management when investing in trading financial instruments. If you guys have any questions, please leave them below as I reply back to every comment. Also, tell me what you think about General Electric stock and where you see it headed in the future. If you would like to invest or trade stocks completely commission-free, then I recommend using Wealthsimple Trade, which is a free-to-use app on iOS or Android devices, and it's similar to Webull or Robinhood. However, for Canadians out there, this is the only option for commission-free trading at the current time. So if you want to buy and sell stocks without paying those commission fees, then Wealthsimple Trade is definitely your best bet. If you sign up using my link below and deposit $100 or more, we will both receive $5 for free in our trading accounts. So it's a win-win scenario, and it really helps support this channel so I can keep pumping out awesome content for you guys. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, as I would really appreciate that, and also subscribe to the channel and turn on those post notifications so you never miss an upload. Also, you can follow my Instagram at JacksonSummers111. I post all types of motivational and educational content there as well that I think you'll really enjoy. So thanks again for watching, have a great day, and peace.